Yo, what's going on, virtual pilots? It's your boy Chewy Nuts, bringing you a first ever video. We'll be going from San Salvador, El Salvador, over to Quito, Ecuador. Join us for this exciting flight with the 320 using the Avianca livery. Let's go and check it out, boy. Let's do it. Welcome aboard flight number 457 here with Avianca El Salvador. Got everybody boarded up. Now it's time for us to get everything ready here in the cockpit. And let's go ahead and do so. Alright, it's working. That's working too. Great. Boarding is complete. So we're gonna go here with the route. So leaving out of San Salvador, we're gonna departure out of the Altiga departure, transition Altiga, and let's see if this one tells us runway 07. So 07 with the Altiga departure. Go ahead and insert that into the flight. For Quito, we are expected to arrive at 36. So let's go ahead and do that via the RNAV3. And I believe the pallet transition approach via Quito via WAR. All right, we're gonna drop that in there. Again, double check there's no discontinuities. So that part of the MAC2 is done. All right, so let's double check here. We have end page 1 is complete. Page 2 is done. Performance is done. Flight planning is done. There's no discontinuities. And we have a fuel prediction, which will be arriving with 2.8 into Quito. And then we'll have 2.6 if we need to divert to SELT. All right, with that being said, we're not doing Unicom. All right, up next is altimeter 1013. So 1013. Right, so constraints coming on. Based on the charts, we do not have any constraints here. So we're gonna go ahead and climb up to flight 370. And we should be pretty much good to go up here. All right, nav lights, wing lights, seatbelt sign. Seatbelt sign, no smoke sign, and emergency lights are on. APU coming on now. Wait 3 seconds. Turn on the start APU. Bleed. And now we wait. Alright, so now that the APU is on, we're going to go ahead and disconnect the external power. You are pretty much ready for pushback. We're going to go ahead and use GSX here for our pushback. we're gonna go ahead and taxi to runway 07 here. We can taxi Alpha over to runway 7, which is gonna be that way. Before we forget, lights, taxi lights on, and everything else good to go. Let's go do it. Line up here real quick, make sure everything is good. Okay, we have our timer going, max brake set, speed brake is on, flaps 1 is what we have for performance, no trim needed for this departure. Standby is on, Mo Charlie is on. We got the QNH set. We have our altitude for the autopilot set. Packs are off, lights are on. All of our seatbelt signs and emergency lights are on as well. And we have no white lights. Alright. Gyroscope is set. Alright. Radios are set as well. Alright, let's go and line up on the runway. Alright. Lining up runway now. We're going to be departing via the LTG departure. Alright, we're gonna pause here. Chronos goes live, and we start throttling 55%. Release the brakes, and slowly to flex. Alright, we're flexing. And we're off, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, 100 knots. Alright, B1, rotate. Ooh. Feel like I almost went to space on that one. Alright, positive rate of climb here. We're gonna go ahead and bring up the landing gear. Alright, autopilot coming on. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and disengage speed brakes, and we'll give flaps time for them to retract here. Alright, packs coming on. Flaps retracted. All right, 9,700 and 10,000. You go ahead and turn off lights, landing lights, runway lights, nose lights, and wing lights. The rest will stay on. All right, we're coming up on 18,000 here. Once we hit 90, there we go. We got the all right, switching over to standard. Now we just continue on with our cruise. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for the descent now. Here we go. We're gonna get our METAR information, make sure that it's in the system before we start our descent. So looks like it's a calm day here in Quito. We have a few clouds at 500 and a few broken at 8,000. Temperature is 11 and our QNH is 1024. So 1024 for the QNH. Temperature, we stated that it was 11. All right. And winds, it's a calm day. It's just gonna be 00. All right, so we're gonna be doing ILS Zulu runway 36 and checking on the information for that. So the graph tells us that we are expecting to be at 10,500 in order to catch the glide slope. We're looking at doing 8040. 8040. Going on into the Varo. That's set there. We'll keep an eye on the descent here, but should be all pretty much set. And we are going to subtract the zero fuel weight, 56.7. We're looking at zero fuel weight of 53.2 by the time we arrive. So with that information, what we're going to do is going to go over here to arrival performance. We're going to make sure that Quito is selected, and we're going to select runway 36 for our approach. Conditions here are looking dry. We're going to apply that METAR. And here we're gonna add our information. So the length of this runway 360, it's going to be 3,445. So we're about to take about almost half of the runway. That's what we're looking to do to take here. All right, with that being said, we're just gonna keep an eye here on our TOD marker. At this point, we'll make sure that the seatbelt sign is on as well. Make sure that no lights up top are on. It's all good. And I would just wait for our arrival. We'll go ahead and give you guys a nice view here of Quito as we come in. All right, so we've got the deceleration is on. We're gonna go ahead and type this up, click it up, and it will start your descent. All right, we're making a turn here, and we're gonna go ahead and do some outside views right here. So with this one, we're gonna do a bit of an early approach. There we go. We got our altimeter change, and it looks like 17,000 is coming up. So we're gonna go ahead and turn lights as well. All right, lights are on. LS coming on. Brake settings are on. We have performance page is up. We have our radio set. Brake speed, we're using it right now. All right, for this next one, I think we are going to be dropping flaps here. So we have a 180 speed restriction. So go ahead and drop one set of flaps. Alright, starting to descend. I am going to use a bit of my speed brake again to bring us down to about 180 for our approach. Ladies and gentlemen, we're making our way into Quito.